Today I'm going to show you something really cool. It's like been on Highway 80 forever, and I don't know exactly what some of this stuff is, but or why it's here. I think it's being sold here, but I'm not too sure. I think this stuff is for sale, but because there's an antique shop right in front of it and it's closed. So I'm going to show you this, what I got here. It's pretty neat. It's pretty awesome. And I guess some people made it. Some of it's really old, but I'm going to show you here in a second. This has been here I don't know how long, but I don't know who made it or whatever. I think it's just here, but they got it locked up so nobody can steal it. But they have, it wasn't here forever. What they have here underneath, this whole area is a trade center, but they have underneath the Back to Blue sign. It wasn't here that long, but they got a jail inside. It's like one of those old-timey jails, and I don't see if it has a date on it. It says on it, E.T. Barnum Ironworks Jail Cells. So I don't know if it was used for animals, but there's a bed in there. Maybe it was a gorilla cage. I don't know. But if you know what that is exactly, then tell me. But it's pretty awesome. But it's locked up, and it's probably not a very old lock, but it doesn't really have a date on it. It just says E.T. Barnum on it. Detroit, Michigan jail cells. So it's probably a real jail, but probably back in the day. It's pretty neat. But I don't see a date, so that's pretty awesome. I don't know if anybody could buy that. Maybe these people own it over here. These D-Rider Antiques. They're closed right now, but then you got this. This is awesome. It's an actual South Park bus. It's got I don't know who made this, but it's got the characters in the window, even the driver, and it says South Park. I think somebody bought a bus and put South Park on it, like the real TV series. In the beginning, if you look at the front, they got the driver and everything. It's 2003 is the date on it, so that's how old it is. But it's got the actual characters on the bus itself. Yeah, Cartman and everybody on there. That's pretty cool. These have been here forever. There's something else I wanted to show you. I think it's awesome. Now in Terrell, every year they got an airplane air show for an airplane. It's pretty neat. This is a Russian MiG. I believe it's a Russian MiG. They have it sitting on the side of the highway. And but anyway, in Terrell, Texas, they have an air show every year where a guy actually flies one just like this one. It's the same kind of plane, except this one doesn't fly anymore. But it's the same plane. But that one actually works. I've actually seen that one take off and fly. But this one is awesome. See if you can look in there. I don't know if you can see in there controls or anything. I can't really tell if you can see the controls, but yeah, I believe it's a Russian MiG. And this one's been here I don't know how long, but it definitely doesn't fly anymore. You see the tires, that's how long it's been here. The tires are already embedded in the dirt if they didn't already do that themselves. But yeah, it's been here a long time. Now if anybody can tell me what this is, I don't know. This has been here with it for a long time. I think it has something to do with the plane. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's got the star on it. I believe it's Russian, probably in the 50s, the 50s or 60s, more than likely the late 50s. But you know, the wings are busted up. Got the lights on it. Yeah, it's been here for forever. 003. Yeah, but you can see in there the things. Yeah. It's kind of cool. If you can go to Terrell every year and see a real one flying. It's not this one, but there's one exactly like this. So, but yeah, you can kind of smells weird. But imagine this is at one point flew in the Soviet Union, which is really cool. I believe that's what it is. So here's more over here before I go. And I'll show you this. And I'm thinking to myself, every time I drive by it, I'm asking myself this one question all the time. What the hell kind of bird would be in this cage? Look at the size of this bird cage. I don't know what kind of bird. Maybe a falcon. Maybe I don't know. Definitely not a parakeet cage. But maybe one of those creepy birds. I don't know. Maybe I don't think you can use eagle as a pet. Maybe it's a vulture. That is really, really odd. That is a big cage. It doesn't have any name on it or anything. It's just a big cage. Nope, there's no name on it, so if anybody can tell me. But this one is awesome also. It's called an Edler's Camelot. I think it's one of those really old travel mobile home type things. It says Camelot Cruiser, Skokie, Illinois. If anybody can tell me what year this is huge and it is old. You can tell it's really, really old. Passenger bus tractor for RV use only. It's a really old Ford, and I don't know, custom cam. But I guess they used to look like this back in the day before they had buses. I don't know if a band 747 and a half. I don't know if an actual band used to be in this thing. It's got a freaking doorbell on it. See? And I don't know if you can see in there or not. It's got an actual doorbell. I've always wondered about this. This hasn't been here that long. But yeah, that is wild. That is really wild. And it's got some stuff you can load in there. I saw this. I've been seeing it for the last year or so, and I wondered what it was used for. Maybe somebody lives in there. I don't know. Hydro hot flame surface. I wouldn't think anybody stays in there, but you never know these days. And of course, here's another bird cage. And I just really wonder what kind of damn bird would be in these cages. They even got rain pipes, so it won't get wet in there. It's like an Addams Family type cage. Anyway, this is on the Highway 80. There's a Tracy's Training Fitness. There's a lot of antique shops over here, and there's different warehouses. This one here is in front of the vintage shops, but it's closed right now. I really think this is pretty cool. It's kind of windy out here today, so if it's too much wind, it's really irritating the microphone. That's probably why. But yeah, I don't think anybody's standing there. But that's awesome. Then they got this Dodge pickup, this really old Dodge pickup. And yeah, antique place. And then there's something I want to show. My cousin collects these trucks. I guess collects them or talks about these trucks all the time. There's these military type vehicles, and there's this place up here that revitalizes or you know, fixes up these military type old vehicles. I'm going to show you that real quick. And as you're driving by on the highway, it's kind of eye-catching. Got the, I think it's Russian MiG. If somebody knows exactly what it is, then leave it in the comments or let me know. But like I said, every year they got this in Terrell. Somebody flies one of these. It's still in great condition. There's that South Park bus, and then the jail, the gorilla on the top. And then there's the Camelot, Edler's Camelot bus. That's awesome. I thought I would show this to my cousin, for my cousin Amy. Said she's always posting pictures of trucks like this. This one says Pirate Trucking on it. I think it was, I'm pretty sure it was used in the military. I don't know the year or anything. Looks like it's been in the mud quite a bit. And it's missing a window, I think. I don't know. It's probably been. But anyway. It says Pirate Trucking on the side. So anyway, yeah. That's pretty awesome. This thing's been around for a while. I don't know the year. Maybe you know the year. Maybe people know the year. But anyway, this place kind of restores these. There was a different one over here about a year ago, and it was smaller. It wasn't quite as big as this one. They kind of restore these over here, so and they usually TNA Marine is what they call it. Have these parked out in the front, but today I'm not sure there's anybody really here. But the last one they had was really small, so yeah, they usually have them, and I'm pretty sure the guy restores them. I don't know why he has them over all the time, but I think that's what he does. I think most of these people are closed today. There's some cars parked over here, but it's like the regular business, like the furniture businesses and things like that. Unfinished furniture warehouse. And you can see them out here on Highway 80 between Forney and between Forney, Texas and Terrell, Texas. They even got a new business here called Psychotic Modifications. It's vehicle wraps, lighting, holographic signs. Yeah, the one I was talking about, I believe my cousin's NTX all-terrain Jeep truck 4x4 accessories. I think they're the ones that might own that truck. But anyway, yeah, they usually have all kinds of cool stuff down here. It's kind of an antique row in this area. They got different businesses, but they also got businesses in the back of this row here, this area. And Rusted Connection stuff that's really antique-y. And then there's stuff back behind it, the warehouses and everything. So, but yeah, a lot of antique shops over here. I've never really been in them. I think this summer I'm going to try to get in them and then maybe record what they carry if they let us. But down on the end there, way down there, they got more antiques, antique shops and stuff like that down on that side. So yeah, there's a lot of imports. Casper and Gerard's imported antiques. I just don't know if that stuff is really legit or if people sell replicas a lot and they're trying to pass it off as real antiques. There's custom collections. There's Casper cars, antiques. They got a lot of old stuff outside, like that truck and stuff. This one's a big one over here. Yeah, they sell all kinds of different things. Vintage. I might go in there this summer and see what they have. Coming this summer. It's a little too cold right now, but see if the place is legit or if they sell replicas and try to pass them off as real antiques. I got a bunch of, I always collect things, different things, and newspapers and whatnot, but I always collect all kinds of vintage and old things just to have it. Also got a book that's as thick as a Bible. It's got antiques and stuff. It's a really old book though. The book is an antique, but it's a book about antiques and things. So I know a little bit about it, but not a whole lot. These people I'm sure know a lot more than me. But anyway, like, share, like my page, give it a thumbs up please. I need more people to join in and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to listen to the station. Google it, Reverse 96 FM. I'm like right at the top of the Google when you Google Reverse 96 FM. When you Google Ghostgetter, GHOSTGETTER, you're going to find me in Google. Also, thenightbreedshow.wix.com/Ghostgetter, that's the website. Find me on TuneIn, Reverse 96 FM on TuneIn. And then I got my station running on several different stations, so you can find me there. Patreon.com/Ghostgetter. Donate, help keep the station running. It's a 24-hour music station we got running there that I've been working on. And find me on Facebook, Mike Ghostgetter Show and Ghostgetter. You'll find me on Facebook. You'll find me on Twitter, Mike Ghostgetter or Ghostgetter. Just Google it. I am there. I am the top of the Google list with the radio station and the Ghostgetter name. So be sure and check it out and give it a subscribe. I need more subscribers like you. It would help. Come back on YouTube. Since YouTube has been coming after me for every little thing and every little copyright they've been getting me for. Any excuse they can find to attack the little guy. Always after the little guy. So fight back. That's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and let me know some more information if you got some antiques or places that you know of around the Dallas area that I can go to, or wherever in Texas. Let me know. And see ya later, hopefully.